Dude, Evil Knievel was like so weak. Like he jumped the Grand Canyon, but he couldn't even jump Lake Michigan.
All I can think of is the Touch the Sky music video with Kanye West, where he's like trying to go off the rocket and he dies.
I just think of that one scene in The Simpsons
good song.
where he jumps the gorge and then hits.
On the fucking skateboard.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks he's so cool, and he's like, and
Well-
then they have him in the ambulance.
Yeah,
and,
the
like,
ambulance
all
part's the
fucked up.
actual funny part where they hit the
And then
tree
and then
he
hit
goes
the
back down.
tree. He's like rolls down. He's like,
That's like actually legitimately probably my favorite moment from The Simpsons, like ever.
My favorite is I'm trying to think why they got like transferred to an island. And they were trying to escape, and there's like a giant bubble chasing them, and then they just like pop it, and then the people that were like orchestrating the thing, they were like, "Why would you think a bubble would stop them?" And the woman's like, "Shut up, that's why." Makes me laugh.
That was the funniest part of The Simpsons.
Or another
Nondescript
one
bubble
is
episode?
when they go to Brazil, the monkeys are like trying to eat them. They're like, "My blood is like sugar to them."
That was a pretty good episode. I don't remember that moment, but
Or they're like, "We are making a dance. It's so sexy. It's called the penetrada. It'll make sex look like a church." I used to be a huge Simpsons fan.
everyone was. No one is arguing that The Simpsons didn't rule back in the day.
Seasons 3 through 8 and particular episodes up to season 12. Everything after that, I have fucking no idea.
I searched Simpsons popping bubble and just a bunch of Funko Pops come up, and it makes me really upset.
I'm sorry.
I don't think The Simpsons were ever funny. No, okay, actually, I can't even make that joke. I love The Simpsons.
But it's like, when was the last time you saw an episode of The
I'm
Simpsons?
a
Probably
simp
it's
The
probably
Simpsons.
at least a decade since you've seen an episode.
The last episode of The Simpsons I watched was randomly on TV, and Homer began to bedwet. That was the episode. He started bedwetting, and it was like him trying to not bedwet. Legitimately, this is the episode. I'm like, this is a terrible show. I don't want to watch a show about a grown man bedwetting. Like, there's nothing funny about this. I'm upset. Homer, stop wetting the bed.
I think they did with the South Park route where they just like ran out of ideas, so it's just like pop culture shit. Homer wets the bed. You're gonna get some really nasty, deviant art shit.
So, How I Wet Your Mother is the name of the episode. That name makes me want to gag. Season 23, episode 16, original air date.
Season 23?
And that's original air date 2012. So that's like 9 years ago that season 23 is.
They've just been cracking out shit. Dude, look at this one ass hair.
That's cracking out. Looks like the boot of the Mediterranean. Hello, Italy. Coming out the Dana Mediterranean Sea of your forehead.
It's enough of that.
That's enough weird Mediterranean references.
Fuck.
It's back. Fun fact, How I Wet Your Mother is the third least watched episode in The Simpsons history. I don't know why I watched it.
I imagine.
I don't know why I watched it, but yeah.
Can I talk about things that actually make me happy for once?
No, yes, you can, but if this is third least watched, I want to know what the first least watched episode is.
It's like both the episodes. It's the Brazil episode and the Bubble episode.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. Except the Brazil episode is legitimately funny when he's like on the gondola, and I remember that episode. Tassels, etc.
Yeah, they're like over the knee. Or when they go to Japan, that's another really good one. Also, when King of the Hill.
Yeah, I was gonna say the King of the Hill episode in Japan is one of the best episodes of TV of all time.
Yeah, it's so good. King of the Hill is like I'm not even gonna say it's an underrated show. It's just fucking fantastic show.
I agree. But at the same time, I have to derail it back to the original point that Bobby Hill playing DDR is the most culturally relevant moment of all time.
She's like, dancer.
So, at the time, it was the third lowest, but now it does not even crack the top 10 of least watched episodes ever. Like, they're all... 2015, My Fair Lady February was the least watched episode. Okay, no. This article on the least watched episode of The Simpsons came out in 2015, and the number one least watched episode is the day it came out. So I think that just the newest episode of The Simpsons.
This is a terrible article.
Well, no, it's not that it's a terrible article. I think the point is the newest episode of The Simpsons is going to be the least watched episode of The Simpsons.
Well, yeah, because it hasn't been reran 700. Where are they even playing The Simpsons anymore?
FX, I think. I don't know, Fox.
Who the fuck watches FX.
I think this was known. The least rated or the lowest rated episode of The Simpsons was the Lisa Lady Gaga episode. Lisa Goes Gaga, where Lady Gaga comes to Springfield, and like it's a tale in inclusivity and friendship. Sounds really funny, right? Sounds really, really funny.
Sounds super stupid, and I'm over it. And like I said, I haven't seen an episode of Simpsons for probably like 15 years, and I imagine there's maybe 2 episodes within that time that would make me want to kill myself in a video game.